Hi, in this class I want to teach you 6 exercises to learn the correct way to activate pelvis while performing Pilates exercises. These are something you gotta learn before you can start mat series of Pilates, because this is the neutral position and the correct activation of your pelvic floor and lower abdomen during all the exercises, which is vital to protect your spine, do in the correct alignment, and learning the movement pattern that benefits you long term. We might have learned it wrong, to be honest. I have learned it wrong throughout the years of exercising Pilates or different kinds of group classes, where we're told when lying down on our back to really press the lower back to the floor when lifting legs up or something like that. But actually the correct way is to remain in neutral position with our spine, which is not when we are posteriorly tilting our pelvis. So let's start learning those correct positions just with the pelvis. So let's lie down on our back. And you can lengthen your legs, wiggle your toes a little bit, and make sure your ribs are not flared up, but as if there's something pulling your ribs a little bit closer to your hip bones, so more like flat over here. Okay, so first activating slightly the pelvic floor, and we can just bend our knees, and let's start with just a couple of pelvic tilts to find the neutral position. Okay, so in your neutral position you probably have a little bit of space between the waist and the floor. Not like a huge space. I mean, of course, we're all a little bit differently aligned, but try to make sure you're not pushing your back down, forcing it down here, but you're not either arching here. So finding the neutral position. I'm gonna be honest, these exercises might feel a little bit boring, but it's very important to remain concentrated and do these well to learn the fundamentals of Pilates. So here we remain with the neutral position. You can bring your hands also here to your hip bones, your lower belly, and we start activating slightly our pelvic floor by bringing it in and up, and activate your lower abdomen so that your navel comes slightly towards your spine while not pressing your back to the floor like this, but you're here in neutral position. And from here we're simply gonna inhale, and movement always happens with exhale, and our first movement is simply letting our knee drop to the side. So try very small movement. We inhale to prepare, and with the exhale start bringing your knee to the side. Make sure your spine remains neutral, your pelvis doesn't tilt to one side or another, and then come back to center. Inhale in center and repeat to other side. Keeping your lower abdomen slightly engaged. And if this feels like already your spine or pelvis is coming to different position, then simply do smaller movement. It might feel silly because it's such a small movement and not something grand and looking like much, but this is very important to learn to activate the correct muscles while remaining neutral, aligned position for your pelvis and spine. Inhale and exhale to side. You can see how far you can bring the knee while maintaining this alignment. Inhale at center by not flaring the ribs, but widening the ribs to the sides. Go with your own pace, and movement always comes with the exhale. And you inhale at the center. And if your pelvis starts tilting to one side, do smaller movements so that it doesn't happen. Great. Our second movement is starting to bring the foot up. So again, neutral position. Inhale here, and with exhale, keep this activation of the lower abdomen and pelvic floor while lifting the foot off the ground. And exhale. And inhale here and exhale down. Inhale down here to prepare. Exhale, opposite foot. Inhale when you come up, and exhale, moving back down. Do just a couple of times like this. So the movement happening only with the exhale. One more time, both sides. Great. Then we're gonna add up by first lifting one foot and then other one lifts. So inhale to prepare, exhale, lift one foot, inhale to prepare, and the other one lifts while remaining the neutral position. Great, and we come down starting with the first foot. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lower down. Inhale, prepare, and the other one comes down. And start with the other side. Now this might also already cause you, especially when you're lifting the second foot, because there you need a little bit more core strength while remaining with the good alignment. Think of the alignment, ribs pulling slightly towards the pelvis, not pushing your lower back to the ground, but rather think of your ribs slightly sliding towards the hip bones over here. And then with the exhale, lifting the other foot. Now here, your back around your waist might come a little bit closer to the ground because of the activation of the muscles, not because you're pushing and imprinting the lower back to the ground. And then coming down with exhale and exhale. Do a few more times. You can always have a break to really focus on doing very good quality instead of the quantity of movements. So we're here learning the correct technique. One more time. Okay, this time we start lifting the right knee and also lift your opposite hand. And we come down from here. You can bring your hands to your sides. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lifting opposite foot and hand. Inhale here and exhale, releasing down. Now you notice that your core is activated even when you're lifting your hand. Let's do again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, hand and knee. One more time, both sides. Great. Next we are going to lift our upper back. So now legs can remain on the ground. You can do a couple of pelvic tilts just to come back again to the neutral position. And from here we start activating again the lower belly, pelvic floor. And inhale, start rising by extending your neck, lifting up, looking at your lower belly so you see it's kind of flat here while your ribs are opening to the side, and simply coming down from here. Let's do a few more times like this. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift. Great. Next time that you exhale up, lift your hands up as well. Bringing your hands down and release your head down. Next, we're gonna inhale only our hands up. And over here, we're gonna exhale, reach your right fingertips up and inhale the shoulder blade back down. Still you're keeping the activation down here. Exhale, other hand. Inhale back. Great. Let's do a little coordination here. So now you notice how when you move just your hands, your shoulder blades, it's actually this pelvic floor, lower abdomen that remain in this good position. With the inhale, you start bringing right hand up, left hand down. And with the exhale, switch other way around. Keep your spine in neutral position. Really concentrating on connecting the movement, the breath, and really concentrating on the activation you have at your core. Great, come back to center. Then we're gonna come bringing hands to the side. So first the same way, other hand down, other up. Then we bring them sideways, up and down, and back up. And continue this circle. Down and up, sideways, down and up, and from above. One movement, one breath. Great, you can switch now the direction. And one more time. Great, releasing your hands. From here, bring your hands behind your neck so you can support your head with your hands. Find your neutral position, activate the pelvic floor and core. And inhale, prepare, exhale, lift up. So staying up here for a moment, you feel the activation. It actually might feel like quite a lot, although it seems like such a simple movement if you're doing it correct. Then you're doing it well, and don't worry, you will get stronger quite fast when you keep on showing up regularly. And most importantly, you learn the correct alignment. Inhale here and exhale, release. Great, you can grab underneath your knees and just bring your knees towards your chest with exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, knees to chest. Dropping your knees down, your feet down with the exhale. And just turn your head side to side, releasing the neck. So it's all about awareness and concentration so that you do the correct movement, and making sure that when you do these movements that we just tried, then your neck and shoulders are relaxed even when lifting the hands. It's this activation here that we want to learn. Hopefully this helps to start with these, to get started with the correct activation for the Pilates movements. See you in the next video. Bye bye.